Hi friends, welcome to my fluid art channel. If you are new here, very special welcome. I call myself the Pourfessor because I love to combine fluid art with educational topics or experiment inspiration. So I am full swing into a new series that I've started based on plants or flowers, and I've completed two behind me. So this is inspired by Birds of Paradise plant. This one is inspired by the cherry tree blossom. So I bought a ton of stencils off of Amazon. So I'm excited to, create the basis and the background with fluid art and then come over top and do a stencil. Now the Bird of Paradise one, I couldn't bear myself to cover up some of the cool spots down in the corners with the stencil. So we're leaving that one as is, but I did pull through with the cherry blossom. Okay, so I am going to continue this series because of my stencils. They are 12 by 12 inch, so I'm going to be working on 12 by 12 inch gallery wrap canvases from Artist Loft. So I have the back pinned with my giant push pins, and I do have that product tagged in this video if you need any giant push pins or the supplies that I'm using today. Definitely give that a look. I have a commission with Michaels. There's no extra charge to you to buy it from my storefront, but I do get a commission. So if you are in need of supplies, that would be amazing if you could buy it through my links posted in the description. So today's pour, I'm very excited because we are doing the hibiscus flower. Now, I went to Hawaii in 2024 for the first time in my life. I'm almost 40, and I was blown away by the natural beauty and the hibiscus flowers. They were everywhere and all sorts of different colors, and they were just so vibrant and stunning. So I definitely had to do a hibiscus inspired pour. Now, as we get pouring, I'm going to share a bunch of fun facts like I normally do about the hibiscus plant and flower. So stay tuned for that text at the bottom. If you like to skip through, I know some of you do, make sure to stop that so you can at least learn the fun facts. But I'm really excited about my colors today because I am using up some old paints or previous paint drippings that I had over here for the other paintings that I've done. But so this pour is inspired by this picture here. So when we were in Hawaii, we went on this most amazing zip line tour over waterfalls. And on the path, our tour guide, our zip line tour guide, picked this hibiscus flower up. And I just thought, oh my gosh, that is just so stunning. So I wanted to kind of recreate those colors in that flower that we experienced in real life. So for that main color, you could see there was like a hot, vibrant pink. So I'm going a little off course with my normal Amsterdam. There is Amsterdam titanium white in here just a little bit, but I didn't have a hot pink already made. I'm gonna try to make my own, but I did have this Curate Tempera paint. It's like craft paint, but it's super fluorescent hot pink. So I did add a little bit of the Jasonia gloss varnish to try to make it a little bit glossy because they can usually be a little bit matte looking. So I added that. I added some titanium white just to brighten it up because it will dry darker. And then, yeah, just my Curate pouring medium that I normally use. And then in the other colors, so this is going to be the center. This is actually the bronze that I created for this painting. So we're going to put that in the center. We're going to layer our cup then to come out with this hot pink. Then on the edges, I have this light pink that was also used in the cherry blossom pour, and then transition to white. So my idea for this method, I've done, the blowout techniques. I've done some swipes. This one, I want to do 4 flip cups and try to have them all layered to where they do an ombre effect with the colors that I'm going to use. I'm not going to use the brown in the flip cup. I'm going to come back in and put that on afterwards just because I want to control the amount that's added very closely. So we'll do the flip cup with these pinks and yellows. Then we'll probably have to spin it out a bit to cover the canvas and make it all even, but I'm really excited. So let me get my cups and we'll get started. Okay, so when you do a flip cup, you almost have to think of the bottom color is kind of going to be on the top. So I'm going to try to push it out towards the edge, meaning I'm going to layer these such that the white is in the bottom, but when I flip it over, I'm going to flip it over such that I'm hoping all the white kind of comes into the center. So you'll see what I mean. This could totally fail. I have no idea. Reverse that, opposite. I want the white on the outside, not the inside. I'm so sorry. So let me think about that. Do I still want the white at the bottom? If it comes, no. Okay, I'm changing my mind as I'm thinking about it. So I think I'm going to do 4 basically straight pours, because what I want to do is I want it to transition from the dark pink to the light pink to the white. So if I put the white at the bottom and the dark pink at the top, we can go from the center up. That's what we're gonna do. All right, I've changed my mind like many times now, so don't mind me. All right, so we got our dark pink in there. Now we're gonna put our light pink on top. All right, and now finally our white. Okay, and like I said, we're going to put the brown on at the end so we have full control over this pour. All right, so I'm going to start with the white in the center, each one, and then we'll see what we get. We might have to change course, I don't know. Okay, there's one. Ooh, that's pretty. My table's leaning a little bit, so we're gonna have to work a little bit fast. Here's the second one. Right. The third. All right, and the fourth. This is looking really cool. All right, pretty awesome. Let's see here. So I think what we want to do is maybe, yeah, put maybe a flow extender around it with some leftover paint, and then we'll put the brown in the center and then spin it out. Okay, let's put this on our spinner and get ready to spin. So I'm just gonna move it a little bit back to the center here. All right, let's put our brown in and go, eh? So there's still a little bit of extra paint on here. I'm just going to tilt it a little bit down, try to make this more centered, and stretch this top out more. So there's like a lot of pink down here. We don't need that much pink. We need a lot more of the white and light pink. So I'm just going to take this down a bit. All right, I think that base is really cool. So I'm going to just touch up my sides, which aren't very important because I'm going to be covering them with a stencil color, but I'll just do that because just in case I don't want to stencil it. And then I'll bring the camera down for a close-up. All right, so here we are with the wet result. This is so pretty and bright. Oh man, I cannot wait to see how this dries because this hot pink is hot. I like how the center is confined, but also kind of fans out into the edge. I kind of wish I had more of the lighter color on the outside just for, you know, the stencil. I don't know how much of that's going to show up. We have a big band right here, and like this corner worked really good. This corner worked really good up here, but we're just going to have to see how the stencil aligns after it's dry and go from there. So, all right, that's coming up next. Let's do the stencil part. All right, and here we are with dried results. Look at how hot this pink is. Oh my goodness. This turned out so cool. I got some Hawaiian blue around it, of course. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat this one for me. I'm just such a fanatic of hot pink. I don't know if I can get more of the cells in there, but and then that bronze in the center just really set it off and kind of lined up perfectly. So yeah, this one's gonna be hard to beat. We're gonna try though, because I do have a lot more other stencils. I'm really excited for the next flower I'm doing. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, definitely do so and give me a thumbs up if you liked this video. I have a lot more flowers that I want to do, so but do let me know if you think of a flower that would make a great fluid art inspiration pour. There's so many beautiful plants and foliage out there and different flowers, so if you have a favorite, definitely drop it in the comments so I can start looking into it. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace. Thank you.